technology and equipment no one else has. Best in the business is Florida Fence and Rail. Look them up today at floridafenceandrail.com.
Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians has been around for 119 years. Being one of the oldest organizations has its charms, but the reason they've been around for so long is because they're constantly striving for excellence. Their trained technicians can handle any job and have proven their credibility over multiple generations. Local 234 members come from a wide range of backgrounds with one thing in common: getting the job done right. Local 234, make the right connection.
Mike Dempsey here for Tire Outlet, and right now, nurses, doctors, and first responders will receive a 10% discount at all Tire Outlet locations. They're here to help support the community, be it routine maintenance or an unexpected flat tire. Use Tire Outlet's convenient online appointments and fast service. They're taking every precaution to ensure stores are sanitized multiple times a day so they can continue to provide you with excellent customer service. Remember, nurses, doctors, and first responders during April get 10% off at Tire Outlet, where you'll always get wholesale prices and premium service.
Instant Keys specializes in creating replacement automotive keys, even when all the originals are lost or broken. Instant Keys provides expert service for nearly every foreign and domestic vehicle, including the high-end luxury models like BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, and Infiniti. With Instant Keys, you'll get dealership-level service at a fraction of the cost without the dealership hassles. If you need honest, professional locksmith service, call the best around. Instant Keys, 722-1111.
The time is right to replace your company shirts and other logoed items from Hardball Creative. Nobody doesn't like Hardball because Hardball does it all.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Brakes for less is what we do. We know drums, rotors, pads, and shoes. If there's a squeal in your wheel, come see the best. 733 Stop.
Brakes for less.
All we do
are brakes for less.
With your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm B41010XL. This update brought to you by Brakes for Less. Over the weekend, according to reports, the president spoke with the commissioners of all four major sports and, according to sources, expects the NFL season to start on time. One of the new faces in Jacksonville when the season does finally start will be Rodney Gunter, who signed a contract to join the defensive line here. He joined the Frangie Show on Friday and talked about why he chose Jacksonville.
My ride was Jacksonville because talented team, also the guys, they showed me much love in the free agency, so I had no choice but to choose Jacksonville. And also, I'm a Florida native, close to home, and family is excited for me to be here. So that's why it was no question.
And over the weekend, Dayton's Obi Toppin named the Naismith Memorial Trophy Award winner as the nation's most outstanding player. It's 59 degrees at 7 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yeah! Yes, sir! Yeah! Here we go!
Oh, yeah.
I got a case of the Mondays. Tengo un caso de lunes. In any language. Yeah! But day 26, we carry on, ladies and gentlemen. You're darn right we do. With our drill bit bracket challenge presented by the Edge Group. Need to sell your property fast. Residential or commercial, call them 904-474-5851. Beef drop-ins and quips, self-explanatory, a 4-seed. Very highly thought of on this program against one of the classics of
We're getting ready for a juggernaut.
Yes, against one of the classic drop-ins.
Jogger.
Quips. Our favorite, Milwaukee.
Actually, it's pronounced Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land.
Hopefully it's Algonquin for goodbye.
17 votes right off the rip here in the first minute or two, and it's basically a dead heat. Beef has a 1-vote lead. Here we go.
Let's go.
Should be a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of leads. It's Masters week. It's kind of sad. It's Final Four championship night tonight. The Gators going for the unheard of. What a run they had, huh?
The Braves are off to a slow start. That's depressing.
That's a little down in the dumps. But other than that,
hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
I watched
See you
Tiger
next year,
Return to the
friends.
Roar. Have you seen that yet?
Yeah, that's good. I have something to announce myself, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Nice. What is he doing?
He's
doing a
dancing.
Fortnite
He's
dance?
currently dancing.
Victory dance!
Victory dance.
Yeah!
What is he
Must-
celebrating?
I think he walked about
Oh, he won the
8,000
step off.
1,000 million
Step off
Step
champion.
challenge champ!
He called me on Friday. He was just at wit's end that he had learned that the day before his guy Dan was all happy he had done 23,000.
Oh,
Was that what
yeah.
it was? And he called me later on Friday afternoon and said, "Man, that." Then he called him an ugly word. Did
Yes.
30,000.
He's tough.
Did 30,000 today, and I was like, well, I didn't even know what he was talking about at first.
He is
but he is
tough.
obsessed with these steps. So, what did you have to walk like 40 grand a day to win, or what did you do?
I went on the weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
You were
Just
obsessed. I'm not going to
excitement
lie.
for
I
everybody.
was worried about you.
I know a lot of people are wondering in these times of athletic competition.
Sure.
On Saturday, I went 29,056 steps.
Okay.
Which equates to 10.1 miles. And then on Sunday, I knocked the doors off with a personal record, 31,002. No, I'm sorry, Saturday. Sunday's a new week. Saturday, I went 31,234 steps.
Now, what kind of time frame are we talking about there? How long does it take you to walk that far? Is that all at once, or
no?
That's just including all your walking around plus your long walk.
I went out and did. I did 3 walks on Saturday. I did the morning walk by myself.
How long? Like 30
that
minutes?
That was a long one.
Like
God,
2
no.
hours?
Yeah.
Like where do you? So you leave the bay.
You're walking 14 miles, Prosh. You walk basically 3 miles an hour. Do the math.
Do you go down to? That was a 14-mile. No, not in the morning one though. Do you go down to San Pablo?
I walked 14.4 miles on
Saturday, but not just
Saturday.
not just that first walk though.
No, I
I'm
walked
still there.
I did about 20,000 steps.
Do you go down to San Pablo and like hang a left and walk up that way, or
I
what do you
usually
do?
go to the right and go past Mayo and go all the way back down past the fire station down there, and then there's a
You go
Cypress
underneath
Village.
JTB or no?
No. I turn right before that. There's a road before that.
Good for you. Alone with your thoughts.
It was
You and the
great.
big man.
It was great.
Right.
So
I keep waiting for like some sort of really inspiring idea to come from you with all this downtime and walking. I'm surprised you haven't just flared up with a bunch of good ideas or positive steps or something.
I had one, but it slipped my mind.
Oh, that's too bad.
But the total for the week, ladies and gentlemen, and also a record, he had done his personal record going in was 151.9
in 1 week.
So I knew, and he had hinted that he was going to top that, which he did with about 161.
He got all his at the end of the week.
But yours truly, Dan Hicken, 75 miles last week.
Good Lord, Forrest Gump. What are you doing?
177,676 steps. That's an all-time record.
Imagine this.
And my friend, I will give him credit. He told me this because he's very analytical. He's an engineer. He said, I did some research on, because he has a Fitbit, okay? I just use my phone.
Okay.
All right? He said, I did some research. The phone gives you about 20% less steps than you're actually watching. So I said, no. We don't need to add. I appreciate that, but I'm comfortable with what the phone says. But he's right, because oftentimes I'll walk and I'll
Well, you
look
should
and
have the same measuring system.
That's
I
what
would
he
agree
said.
with that. Yeah,
but I'm fine with that. I'm fine with
All
that.
right.
So the April battle will rage on. I won't give you totals.
Well, I told Dan he made
but this is a tremendous win. Not since 1985 when I beat him in first semester GPA at Florida has a win been so sweet, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
of course.
impressive.
Not taking the bet was not, you have harder because he had like calculus, I had algebra trig, he had, engineering type classes. I had
English
and basic skills, those types of things.
Cooking,
nutrition. I was
so
a broadcast major,
Oh, my
okay?
God.
But that wasn't the bet. The bet was who would have the best GPA, and I came out with a 3.85. Now, don't get me wrong. I graduated Florida with about 2.75, but that's not the point. I had about a 3.85 after the first semester, and he had a 3.5. Both were determined. We didn't pledge the fraternity till the second semester, so we were determined to get off to a good start to give us some wiggle room.
Well, that makes sense.
Which is what we did. So allowed. He never was in question, but there are a couple semesters there where things got a little sideways for yours truly.
When I went to the University of Florida, I had, because I went to high school in Puerto Rico, I had the language, and my first thought was, at being 18 years old,
Spanish.
I'll take
Load
a Spanish class. I won't tell anyone I speak Spanish. It's going to be an easy A. I don't have to do anything. And I sat down, and you get the lecture, and like the first thing the Spanish teacher tells you, if there's anyone here who actually speaks Spanish, I will know, and I will fail you. Oops, I stood right up and walked out of the room. But because of that, they wouldn't let me just give me 10 hours. I had to make it up. So I took all PE. It was awesome. And then I also, because I had AP'd out of a bunch of stuff from high school, I also had more just blocks. It didn't matter what it was. You just had to take classes.
Yeah.
And I took more PE. Dan Hicken, I'm telling you what, there has not been a non-PE major take more PE classes at the University of Florida than me. Tennis 1 and 2, golf 1 and 2, basketball 1 and 2, weightlifting. Maybe that's it.
Wow.
That's a lot. Felt real good. I'm not going to lie. I didn't tell my parents. Just told them I got a 3.8.
Yeah. But, it's great. Listen.
I once took 2 PEs in one semester, bro.
Anyway, I am.
That's a pro move.
That's awesome.
I'm celebrating a victory today. It's Victory Monday here.
Because of the steps.
Oh, yes.
Well, good for you.
I'm not going to let that.
I'm proud of you.
That's
There's not a lot of ways right now to really show for yourself.
So
this is one.
So Saturday morning, I did the big long walk. I mean, I went 20,000. I was out there a couple hours. Thank you, friend. And was that enough for me? No, I sensed a comeback. You have to understand, when I say not since 1985, there have been numerous bets through the years that I've come up short on. Okay? So this one goes back to our days as 15, 16-year-olds, okay, where he was, better athletically and better, more intelligent, and I could only get by on my guy.
I got to be honest. After listening to this description now for going on a week,
yes,
I'm just wondering why you're friends with this guy.
Because he's a great guy.
But he just keeps beating your A.
That's
all
good.
over and
it's a
over.
Challenge. Just to come back for more. Come back for more. So anyway, to come back and be victorious, Beef, is tremendous.
What do you get for this again?
Tremendous. To be
Pride.
determined.
Self-pride.
To be determined.
I also told him this on Friday.
Yeah.
But he made a huge mistake. He's now allowed to extend it, make it a month-long competition. He jumped out to a quick lead here. By the way, I'm putting it all on him for the month.
Yeah. Oh, you're betting on him.
Well, I have to.
Yeah.
He's proven that he's a maniac.
He's a bit of a maniac.
Although you went maniacal on Saturday, I don't want you to become Walker guy. Maniacal Walker guy.
I am Walker
Pretty
guy.
soon he's going to weigh like 140 pounds.
Yes.
Be swinging his bony hips from side to side.
Yeah.
Have you gotten to the point now where you make sure you use your arms in the walk?
No, I'm fine. I'm usually talking on the phone. I did drop 3 more LBs in the.
Good for you. Are we still IMFing?
We're definitely trying.
I brought in 2 big pieces of chicken I'm going to eat for you a little bit later.
You have at it.
Fried chicken beef. Ooh, it's going to be good.
You have at it. But
You are an AM fried chicken guy.
I'm not afraid to eat barbecue in the morning. I mean, it's lunchtime to me.
You have at it. So anyway, that was huge. I spent some time with our friend Daniel Murphy.
Good.
This weekend. And I chronicled, I don't know if I said it on this show. Did I tell you?
What he did for charity.
His charitable contributions, yeah. And by the way, and again, he doesn't
want you to even mention it.
No, he gets mad at me, but I don't care.
Wow.
I told him I was going to mention it. He's going to call in this week. We'll talk to him later this
What's
week.
he doing as a Major League Baseball player to stay sharp? Does he have something built in his house?
He's got a gym in his garage.
Just hit off a tee, I guess.
Not much hitting. Not a lot of hitting going on, but he's got
Why? Well, what does he do then? What do you do if you don't hit?
In his mind, he said, and this is what he told me, he said, when we get back, if we get back, he said, when the pitchers are ready, I'll be ready. That's how he looked at it.
You know what? I'm surprised, Dan, in this age of evolving technology, that we don't have a virtual reality batting program where you can put that helmet on.
Probably do, but
with a bat that would literally mimic. You can put Justin Verlander on the mound.
Yeah.
All you got to do is frame him up from behind a pitch during one of his games, and he doesn't
make
contact off of those.
He does not. He works on his. He's
got a sweet
again.
swing,
He is so fun to talk hitting with, and he has a wonderful swing.
He's kind of Gwynnish. He'll kind of serve it a little bit.
But he doesn't have anyone throw to him in the offseason. He just hits
I'm just thinking off a tee, though.
Yeah, he hits off a tee. Well, you said you wanted Verlander throwing at you.
No, well, that was. I thought he wasn't even hitting off the tee when you said no hitting.
He also was one of the. He spent a lot of time. He told me, on the phone working this agreement with the owners.
Okay.
He and the owners, not he, baseball players and the baseball owners came to an agreement. You know, the baseball players basically don't get paid this year until they come back. And if they don't come back, they're going to get X amount of dollars, which is not a lot. But what was important to them was getting the year of service. So in other words,
which they gave him.
Mookie Betts may never play an inning for the LA Dodgers if they don't re-sign him. He will be a free agent at the end of this year regardless.
But he doesn't get paid, right?
No, he doesn't get paid, but he will accrue.
Yeah, that is weird. Imagine if you're the Dodgers, you're like,
and there were some,
and you're gonna lose other. This is that's significant. Well, they're going to play baseball though. It's not as significant as it sounds. It sounds significant now if there were no games played, but there are going to be games played.
We hope so. I will say this too about Murphy. There were some in baseball who wanted to fight for their salaries, and they shall remain nameless, but they did not want the look right now of what, no one wants to look right now as unemployment hits staggering highs of billionaires and millionaires.
Except for Jan.
Arguing over money. Yes.
Jan's okay. Jan's okay feeding his family while the half of Jacksonville gets laid off.
That's not a good look. So, so anyway, there you have it. And like I said, we'll talk to him this week.
Good, that'll be fun.
He's doing well. I saw I will say this. Murph I saw Murph's oldest boy, who is the spitting image of his daddy. I mean, he's got Murph face at like 6. It's very funny.
Old man face.
It made me, not old man face, it just made me chuckle when I saw, if you want little Murph, that's little Murph. So that made me laugh.
Now, unrelated to hitting in baseball, is Murph sweating his round 2 matchup against the J-Fun Radiothon.
Ooh. Murph was excited to hear he was a 3 seed. I'll say that.
Oh, he was? Well, good. Yeah. Did he hear the matchup? Did he know he won?
I told him he advanced.
Oh, good. Yeah. I know he listens to the show some.
Oh, yeah.
I just got to ask you this question before we go to break, and I do it with trepidation, tiptoeing the line of not wanting to offend, but is everything okay?
Everything is good.
I mean, you got a big cowlick, but you got your hair is just the back of the hair. It's like got a big clump here where it's pushed up. It looks like you literally rolled out of the rack, like you slept in the parking lot. But like right here, you've got like a bit. You know how that happens?
Yeah.
You got a big poofed up like cowlick there.
Yeah, I'm in a bit of a quandary. Do I A, let the hair go,
You're in a
or
pickle,
B, let the wife cut it after she butchered
You can't.
Brooks? I can't go there.
That's the moneymaker.
Are the barber? I don't know what you call them. The hair salons, barber shop. Are they open or are those closed?
No,
they're all closed. Mm-hmm. Well, I told you I've just made the decision to go summer hair, so mine's just.
I'm not doing the summer of hair.
Ugly and unkempt as ever.
I may do it myself. I don't know.
Oh boy,
but,
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. So anyway, it is what it is.
I think you're probably safe with BWR. She's not going to be trying to carve lines into your head.
I did television last night, so
your hair doesn't look long either. You're okay for a while.
Yeah, it's getting a little lengthy. I like it tight.
Well, it is long enough to have that huge puffy cowlick in the back, so maybe that's a little beyond its normalcy. Anyway,
I'm good.
Let's break. Well, we're going to hit all of the sports headlines. I mean, after a weekend of the Final Four and the last tune-up for the Masters, there's a lot to talk about. This is the drill. So Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com.
Now, Downtime with Dan on 1010XL. Brought to you by Ameris Bank. At Ameris Bank, you don't have to pay for our attention. Our advice doesn't come with a price tag. See what we're all about at amerisbank.com.
We continue to creep closer and closer to the NFL draft, and what will the Jaguars do? So many